Hello, Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
Hi, Joe.
Welcome to the Solbuck Farm.
This is the farm where we grow cross stitch.
One stitch at a time.
Apologizing in advance. I am like dead to the world.
He's bleh. Today is Monday, July 19th. How is
2021.
everybody? What?
2021.
Yeah. How is everybody?
And if you're having a bad day, hopefully it's my kind of bad day where it wasn't a bad day. It was long and complicated, but it wasn't actually bad because we got it done. I mean, I had the boss and the senior technician having to help me because of the level of headache that the office dropped on my head.
That's not good.
We got to figure it out.
That's good. Well, at least you got it figured out.
I was beginning to feel bad until the two guys that are senior to me started looking at it cross-eyed. I went, okay, I don't feel
They were
so
doing
bad.
Look.
No, more like what did we get ourselves into?
What was I thinking? What were you thinking?
Why are they bugging me with this crap?
That very well could be.
You should have bugged the senior to not me.
So you know how we told you last week we had to drain the pool on Sunday? We had to drain it on Wednesday. And we have to drain it again. It has literally not stopped raining since the Wednesday
well, it
after
stopped
4th of
yesterday.
July? It finally stopped yesterday. Sunday, it rained Saturday. That was a very soggy market. Thankfully, we made enough sales that it was worth going. But there was flooded roadways.
There were flooded roadways yesterday and it didn't rain.
Fields. Yeah, there were several roadways. The roadway we take to go to Oberlin, one road, was still flooded out yesterday. Road by where we take to go to Mom and Dad's was flooded out. I wish we could send our rain out west because they desperately need it. We do not! I'm so tired of rain. I'm tired of rain. As long as it doesn't rain on Saturday again.
Well, I'd rather have the rain and not have to deal with the saying it's a drought again. Drought. They were like, yeah, we were in a drought, then this happened.
And that actually is quite common with a lot of places. They'll go into a drought as they come out of like the winter season, and then when you hit the rainy season, spring, summer. I mean, technically, Florida and the Southeast was in a drought until one hurricane wipes that out.
Yeah, hurricane. Yeah, it's like
things that I know.
Yeah, they're hoping for whatever you call hurricanes on the Pacific. I don't know what they're called.
They're still called hurricanes. In the U.S. side of the Pacific, they are called typhoons across the other side of the ocean. So.
Shout time.
Yes, we can do shout outs. Oh! Hold, please. Totally leaving that in, by the way.
Was that show I did the entire time you were gone?
What? Angie's one comment made me think of it. So we get this paper called the Rural Urban Record. It's a little urban newspaper. These are some pictures from Wellington, from White Noise. I thought that I saved that because I was like, I want to share it on Flosstube. And I forgot to bring it up here. And I was supposed to get pictures from our meetup today, my stitching meetup today, but the person who was supposed to send me pictures, I didn't get the pictures yet, so I may not have them in the video. I'm going to try to remember to take my own pictures. So, alright, shout outs.
Andrea, Goat Mama.
Angie Let me see. Did she have any great comments? Oh, she had one really great comment about your comment about my edges being frayed. She tapes her edges. And like everybody's like gonna tell you a secret as an FFOer. Unless you leave me like this much edge space, there's a good chance that it's just gonna get whacked right off, and it's not gonna matter because really all it's gonna affect is what's under the tape. It really, unless it's like super been on there for like a ridiculous long amount of time.
Also depends on what kind of tape you're using.
A lot of people who tape their edges use masking tape, which, and painter's tape would probably be the best option.
Painter's tape is masking tape.
It's a little bit different. Painter's tape, because I don't think painter's tape, I think masking tape has some acidic level to it, whereas painter's tape is a little bit less. But go ahead and tape your edges if you want to tape your edges. Okay.
Just make sure you give yourself an extra inch on your borders if you do. Right?
Yep. And in reference to my lovely Hanko floss, found the pattern. I'm going to stitch for it. Hopefully I'll have it next week for haul.
Mad Morty. I was reading it. Oh. Okay.
They filmed Game of Thrones prequel near her. She lives in
Teresa, Bridget, Pauline, Savannah.
Savannah, she's a sort of new subscriber. She's only been subscribed for a few months. She said we're either a really good act or we have great chemistry. I promise. As I said in my reply, I promise. This is not an act.
I don't know anybody who can act this nuts. And yeah. Yeah, 13 plus years of marriage. We have known each other. Ready to cry, dear? We've known each other now for 20 years.
We've known each other for a very long time.
We haven't killed each other yet. Have we living in the same house for 15 of it?
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't killed each other yet, so that's a good thing. Okay. Let's move on to what it's. Whoops. No, what's Joey?
One, I was not bringing cross stitch with me Saturday.
I didn't take my stitching with me either Saturday morning. It was that wet.
And a video game came out this past Friday. The 10-year anniversary remake of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. It was my birthday present. My birthday was June 24th. I held it back until the 16th of July because I'm not much of a Zelda freak. Guess what I'm going to be doing in my spare time until that game got beat 100%.
So there may not be whip updates for a while after the Joseph.
How long do you actually think it'll take? It's only a 90-hour game. How long do you think it'll actually take me?
I don't know. Okay. Well, let's talk about my whips. So, I may have to do some digging for a minute. Okay, I did lots and lots of stitching on one whip and one whip alone. Can you guess what whip it was? Any guesses?
Nativity.
Who's screaming at the computer right now?
I'm lying, by the way. Nativity's like her Antichrist.
I have to find the pattern cover. Not that it matters at this point. Lady of the Flag. Accidentally hit my Google that talked to the Google, and yeah, it almost talked to us. Okay. I did a bunch of alternative stitches with this for... I did a bunch of stuff with this for Hamilton Week and Daily 30. Some of it was alternative. Some of it tied into some of the prompts. I didn't write crap down. Sorry. I didn't write that down. Sorry. But I did a total of 1,275 stitches on Lady of the Flag this week. She's not done. But she is almost done. So she is done on 32 count, hand-dyed by the Silver Farm. For your thoughts, there is a couple more laurel leaves in this that need done, the back stitching, and then the bow under the banner. So she's not quite done.
I need to find a party store
Alright.
so I can get an actual party trumpet.
We have the cowbell. I like the cowbell.
Oh no, I was going to ring the cowbell while blowing the trumpet. It's that big of a deal. Trust me, if it wasn't for the fact of being a giant waste of money, I'd get that one-man band thing going on.
Oh my dear. I need to hold, please. Sorry about that. Alright. So then
You'll see it in editing.
I don't watch it all the way through in editing.
I made one of my faces.
Okay. So then I needed to work on... I needed to stitch on Belle for the zombie run. So...
Bell, 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 bell.
I took Belle out and just stitched on her because I'm like, okay. I could have just powered through Lady of the Flag and probably gotten her almost done or done or almost done, but I'm like, I need to work on my other commitments for them, so to speak. So I stitched on Belle for the zombie run. I did 423.5 stitches on her. And as you can see, she's done on hand-dyed by the Silver Farm, 28 count. Black eyes. And I got this bit of her dress done. So the ruffle was almost complete when I started stitching on her. I finished stitching the ruffle. I'm so glad those ruffles are done. Joe's little trick of taking a picture of the pattern, blowing up the rose, helped immensely.
You're
With the rose on this side. Thank you, honey. So I'm hoping the rest of the roses aren't as miserable. The one on this side, like this one, might be a little bit tough just because of the size.
Do you have that on PDF?
No. I do not. So, we're working with it. Shannon Christine distributes through Dinky Dyes. This is Belle by Shannon Christine. Shannon Christine distributes through Dinky Dyes, so I can order Shannon Christine patterns now. Yay! That's exciting.
Just no more pretty ladies.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do her pretty ladies again.
And really, my problem isn't with the pattern. My problem is
My problem is with the print quality of the pattern.
Yeah, they didn't use. They either should have made it bigger, done blown outs of the really tight stuff, or just used a finer print head.
It may be a non-issue now because she's going through a distributor. I don't know, but it's been a very challenging pattern. So, and then to cap off the week, I needed to put stitches in on One Nation by Bygone Stitches for Letters of the Month style. I need to do 1,000 stitches on this for the month. I only had 400. So I pulled this out, and I went to work on stripe. Hold on, my needle minders are liking each other. Okay. This is on a piece of 28 count. Hand-Eye by the Silver Farm Dirt Road. I finished the White Up for a zombie run portion. That was 432 stitches total, I think. I only did 176 stitches on it yesterday. So that's what's counted in last week's totals. But that white stripe's done. I started on dish white stripe, or red stripe. That'll get me through most of. I'm doing this for an alternative for Shark Week in Daily 30. So that'll get me through most of the alternative stitches, and then I'll just have to stitch a little bit. In theory, I should get this stitched up tonight. I should get that wrapped up tonight. In theory. I just dropped my needle threader. So that's been my stitching for the week. I did a total of 1,874.5 stitches, which is actually a lot compared to what I've been stitching this summer. As for finishing Lady of the Flag, we'll get to that in plans. This has been less than 10 minutes in whips.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's what happens when I post my stitches for one project.
And I don't do anything.
Such is life. I do have a little bit of haul I want to share, so let's go home.
The monkey pushes the button.
Haul.
Y'all.
Yeehaw!
Woo-ha!
I am going to start this with, if you watch the shop update videos, there's a chance you're going to see this in shop update as well as haul. There are some things that I am buying that I'm selling with the intention of stitching it for myself. There's some things that I'm buying that I may pull and stitch for myself, so you may not ever see that in haul, and you'll just be like, where did she get that project from?
The magic of the interwebs.
This is what it's like being
You.
a shop, I guess. So, yeah. I'm just saying that. So, and I put up a shop update last week that I filmed solo. I think I'm just going to take the opportunity when we sit down and film Flosstubes to film shop update with Joe, since you want to participate, and then just put them together when I get to about 15-20 minutes. Throw it up there. Nothing outstandingly regular. That's life right now, I guess. I don't know. It's like I'm unorganized, I guess. I did buy this with very much the intention that I want to stitch it. It's by Luminous Fiber Arts Farm. I love this. It is super cute. What?
Are those goats on the barn?
Those would be goats on the barn. Those would be goats. And a few other things, but. And then I needed floss for a project. Yes. And an entire box of Sullivan's floss. 4 boxes of Sullivan's flosses. Let me tell you, when these got here today, and I opened the package, I almost cried. I've literally been waiting for 2 months for Krynic order. I'm getting a little frustrated with that. That's it for haul. I'll show everything else in shop update. That's it for haul. Let's go on to plans and announcements. Plans and announcements.
Well, if we don't get dunked on this Saturday, I'm going to do some Light World. Zelda. Wonder why.
Can't play your Zelda game while we're at market, so you're going to stitch on it.
Technically, I can.
Oh, that's right, you can because it's on the Switch.
But I'm not going to do that to you.
Thanks.
Because I almost did it Saturday. I was like, no, that'd be a bit too much, Joe.
Thanks, honey. Excuse me.
I
Mm,
love you.
that was uncomfortable. Excuse me. I love you. So,
Kind of what this whole thing's about.
I need to finish my stitches for letter of the month. My N is One Nation. I'm almost wrapped up with that. No, my O is One Nation. My N is a freebie ornament titled Noel from last year, but I haven't even started yet. So I need to put my 500 stitches in on that. I'm doing a stitch along with some of my Zoomy friends, and I need to start that. So, Lady of the Flag is on the back burner for a little bit. It's okay. I have plenty of time to get those few stitching, that little stitching done that I need to.
By the way, I am going to film you if you get yourself into a manic stitching state because you procrastinate too much.
I'm not going to procrastinate.
I know, but honey, I love you. But if it's not done 2 weeks before, you're going to freak out. I love you. Am I wrong?
No, because I gave myself plenty of time. I do need to get my butt on ordering the frame. I gave myself plenty of time. My goal of having it done by the end of August, the 1st of September, gives me plenty of time to get it framed. I just need to get the frame.
No.
I do need to do that.
I love you.
I love you.
Oh, and apologies in advance. I have reached the no longer has any self-preservation in my speech part of tired.
This is an awkward frame size, so that might be a challenge. So I've given myself plenty of time. I'm going to finish what I need to for letters of the month and for starting the it's not a sal, it's a round robin.
Stupid question.
What?
We'll elaborate on it more after the video.
Oh.
After this weekend, I might actually have what I need to make you a frame.
Well, we'll work on that. So I don't know. I probably won't get much stitching done on Lady of the Flag this week, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
You know, and if it don't, it is what it is. I'm willing to bet there's probably less than 1,000 stitches left on her. Maybe more. I don't really think so. The bow's not all that big. So I really don't think there's more. Well, I mean, maybe there's more than 1,000 stitches on it, but I'm good. So my plans are just to work on what I need to. My announcements are that I'm really aggravated with crying. And you know, I get it. I do get it. COVID has caused massive issues with people getting stuff they need to produce their product. Yeah, I mean, it happens. It's I've had this problem because of getting fabric to dye, and you know, restrictions on how far apart people can be, and that slows down production. I get all that, you know, and they very much have it very well laid out that they are 5 to 7 weeks behind. They're more than 5 to 7 weeks behind at this point. But I'm just aggravated. Maybe I'm more antsy than aggravated because I have 2 people who are waiting on Krynix to get here. So I'm antsy waiting on getting their stuff. I don't like making people wait. That frustrates me a lot. But so if you want Kreinik and you say, "Hey, Laura, I want you to order me some Kreinik," know that it's likely going to be a wait. I don't know what else we have to announce.
You're beautiful and awesome.
Thank you. I don't know if I said it last week. All invoicing will be done with Shopify now. I'm moving away from PayPal as much as possible. So all invoicing will be done with Shopify. So like even if you order a piece of fabric that's not on the website, it'll come, or something that's not on the website, it'll come through Shopify. Because that just makes my life easier. Just saying. So that's it for announcements. That's it for plans. What do we want the people to do, honey?
Have a nice day. Subscribe, like, share, comment, bell notification thingy me bobby. Oh, by the way, in case anybody's wondering, the reason why I do this is a bell ringing.
I don't think anybody's wondered why you do that.
Actually, most people probably just think I'm crazy and didn't think there's a reason behind it. I'm looking at one of them. All the YouTube stuff.
All the YouTube stuff.
Any questions or stuff we want to put down there for the answer?
I got nothing. Thank you guys for watching.
Oh, I have a really quick question, actually.
Okay.
What is the longest you've had to wait for something on back order for cross stitch? Or just in general? I mean, I think we were at 5 months for a stove.
We ordered the stove in December and we got it in May.
Mm-hmm.
December, January.
Well, it was very late December and
No, we got it in March.
What was it, May?
No, we did get it in May. You're right.
So 5.5 months.
Yeah.
That's my record. Okay.
Okay. So, thank you guys for watching. We will see you all next week.
Bye.